Hey folks, my name is Brad Martin. I'm joined today by my friend Eddie Pascucci and my friend Chris Rates. We're in Vermont today along a very famous river in a giant cornfield that is owned by a big, beautiful brick house from the 1700s. We were invited here today by three guys, Ed, Kendall, and Jim. They all have their own YouTube channels, so I'll put links to all of those in the description today. We'll go see them in a minute. But we're gonna be metal detecting today, looking for anything we can find out here. It's supposed to be a nice day. I'm really looking forward to it. Let's get started, see what we can find. Well, I've had a lot of good target false alarms out here today, but this one was pretty good. I dug it very slow, and as you can just see right here, there's a little rim to something round. Can't tell if it's a button, can't tell if it's a coin, and it is a wheat penny. Well, you know what? It's a coin. It's my first anything today. Can't read the date, but you know, maybe 100 years old, maybe. Let's see what else we can find. Well, it's not much, and it's broken, but check out this button. That's awesome. A little star with a nice little pattern around the outside. Super cool. 1700s, easy. Maybe we'll find the other half. Probably not.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but Chris is saying he's got the find of the day.
See how it had leather on there.
Yeah, that thing is crazy.
Feel that? It's like heavy. It's nice.
That it was on like a saddle or something.
Yeah.
That is.
It's a sheriff badge. Colonial sheriff badge.
It's been quite slow, but you know, people are finding cool things.
Buckles and
Buckles.
Buttons.
So earlier, a bet was made between all six of us. The oldest coin gets the $5 bet, so it'd be $30 because there's six of us. So far, I have a wheat penny. Will it be the winner?
You got an 8 real? A Morgan?
I thought I had a Morgan dollar is what I thought I had. It was hot and choppy. I haven't touched it. Just flipped the dirt out and that's the way it came. So it's light. Oh wow. Some kind of a...
Does that say mail order spouse?
It's a spouse. I think it's house. No.
Boston, Mass. H.W. Hugley. Mail order house.
Oh, phew.
New England's largest, Boston, Mass. Hugley, H.W. Hugley & Co. But look at that. What is that? Like a... It's either like a Julian calendar or...
Yeah.
Or something.
That's super cool.
That's awesome, Jimmy.
You know,
I thought it was an 8 real, but I'll take this any day.
Probably a little disappointing knowing it's not silver, but the history that you get to now do about that cool old token is worth it.
The first thing I said is, who would have this in their pocket out here working? They're building their house.
Yeah, or buying a spouse.
Checking in with Ed, what you got?
Well, no coins today, but I'm on the buttons. And I mean, they've been scattered all over the place. Nice tomback right there. Right here in this area, just dug that.
Beauty.
And I don't know if you can tell, Brad, but is there any design on that little thing there? I know the lighting isn't the greatest today, but...
Let it dry out and...
So, it's been a good day. People are on stuff, so see what else we can find.
Well, when I first saw this, I thought that it was going to be a knee buckle for sure, but looks like that's just an all brass horse tack buckle. So cool. Pretty old, probably 1850s, I would guess. It's something. Super cool.
So I heard I heard that you may have 2 coppers,
Yes.
which would, without a doubt, beat the date on my wheat pennies.
Yeah, I found it on the other side of the bushes,
Yeah, next to the house.
and like 5 or 6 tones, a few quarters, and then that. I think it's an 1838. Yeah, I think it's 8. You can see it right there.
So cool. Good for you.
And the other one you found was a surface find, you said? I
A
haven't seen that
surface
one.
find. Yeah, I just was walking along. I saw it before I swung it, and I just swung it to make sure I wasn't seeing things, and I was happy to find out. It's also a matron head. I think Ed said it was 1834 or 1835.
Killing it.
That was a surface find. That was my first copper of this year.
You're the winner.
I'll
You're the
take
winner
2.
of the day.
Well, it's still the day's still young. You never know.
Well, I know one thing. You're probably gonna buy us lunch.
Who?
You.
Oh, me?
Oh yeah.
So we just spent about an hour in the yard of the house. Unbelievably, we didn't find much. There were a couple modern rings found. I found a lot of modern change, and that's about it. But back out in the field, Chris just found something awesome.
Hi. Well, the suspense is killing me.
Hold on, I got a pocket full of buttons here. I'm gonna find the right one. There we go.
What?
Look at that.
It's got an eye in the shield.
Infantry, right?
It's an infantry, that's right. It's hard to say just staring at it when it's from,
Yeah.
but typically there'll be text on the back. It's hard to see. It looks a little squished, huh?
Yeah, a little bit broken or
But
something.
the text will, there's a database that you can look up where it was made, who made it, and when, a date range when it was made.
Sweet.
If I, just looking at it, guessing,
I was gonna say it's like Civil War era, right?
if not a little bit later. But yeah, the eye is infantry. Look at your buttons. That one is not 1860. That's an
It's
oldie.
the older one, right?
Wicked old, yeah.
This guy.
Whoa. Huh. That's a sword scabbard. Did you find it next to this?
No, I found it.
It was
in
a
the-
body!
I actually found that in the yard. That's the only good thing I found in the yard.
Yeah. Well, you did better than I did. Or did you find it right next to this big old manure pile?
Pretty close.
Well, all right, we have been wandering around this cornfield, a huge cornfield, looking for some sign of habitation, and I just found this is home site stuff. This is not threaded. This is just ribbed. It would have been hammered into a front of a drawer, and this would have accepted a drawer pull. So I'm not sure what the official name of this is, but it's part of drawer hardware, which is a very peculiar thing to find in a cornfield unless there was a dresser out here. So we're gonna stick in this area, see if we can find more home stuff. So the story is, this old house was built like the 1760s, I believe they said, and then sometime in the 1800s, the inhabitant owned like a brickyard or a brick manufacturing business, and added on this huge brick addition. And it's interesting because out here in the field now, absolutely everywhere are brick fragments. How they wound up out here, it's your best guess, but it's everywhere. I think that that drawer hardware came from a secondary building that may have been out here, because that one is quite a ways away. Let's keep searching.
Eddie said he found a piece of a copper, so we're gonna check it out.
It did.
It's in your treasure box,
It
your
is.
GMMD treasure box.
There it is.
I think that's what it is at least.
Oh wow, it's a very small fragment.
Yeah, but there's a letter or two over here. You can see there's something. It's like a number 4 or something.
Number 4?
Maybe.
1840? 1834?
I have no idea. You tell me.
Oh, I don't know. I'll take your word for it. I don't know. We'll say that's what it is, Eddie.
Something like that. I found some weird buttons over there too. This isn't a button. I don't know what the heck it is, but it's only got one little hole back there. And this unique shape to it. And some kind of design here that I haven't made out yet.
That looks like the latch to a treasure chest.
Definitely. Yeah, and then just some plain button action.
Good stuff, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's been a while since I've turned this camera on. And I got a very peculiar looking piece of brass here. As you can see, it's an arch shape. There's a couple little lines on top which I recognized as just a small fragment of a colonial shoe buckle. The way we could know is if there's a little hole right here, and I haven't looked yet. We'll look together. I don't see one. Oh, you know what? There is a little hole right there. So that's what that is, a little, just one little piece of a squished colonial shoe buckle. That is very, very morale boosting. Awesome. Maybe we'll find more of it. Maybe we'll find another one. Maybe we'll find some coins.
That's definitely older. It's at least 100 years old.
Jim found a bell, and it's a cool bell, like it's like a finger bell.
It's tiny, Jim. It's nice though. Is there any writing on the outside or no?
I don't know.
You could put a clapper in there and then like ring it for your wife to come bring you something.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Get it thrown at my face.
Well, the day is winding down to the end. We're just kind of digging our last holes and then we're gonna get out of here. I have all my stuff that I found all laid out here we're gonna take a look at, and then we'll kind of chat with everybody at the end to see what everybody found. I know what Jim found. I'm jealous. Guy was killing it today.
He's good.
But everybody's still scattered around. We'll gather everybody together and see what they found. But here's my stuff.
All right, well, I'm just gonna do a quick wrap up by myself here. A couple of the guys had way better days than I did. Jim especially, with his 2 coppers and a token. But my little wrap up here, I got a few buttons, my 2 wheat cents, which are, quite a bit newer than all the rest of this stuff. Musket ball, piece of a shoe buckle, which is probably my favorite find of the day. Drawer hardware, a big old piece of Conestoga bell, which I don't think I showed, and this cool little brass buckle that, not really sure how old that is. Probably 1800s, I would guess, but I've never found one that design, so pretty excited about it. Long day in the field, but, all of our things combined made for a great day.
So it's the end of the day. We're all kind of showing each other our finds.
That was in the backyard.
Jim was by far the winner today with 2 coppers, a token. Highlight finds, you got a awesome button.
Yes, and that little star horse.
Oh, that's right. You got that pin thing.
I think that was my favorite out of the whole day, was that little thing. That was cool.
I got a couple wheat pennies. That was about it.
I
Oh,
picked
shoe
up
buckle. What'd you get?
I picked up a Wheatie too, so I'm on the board with a coin.
But, at the beginning of the day, we placed a bet.
Oh yeah, we did.
The oldest coin was the winner, and I think that Jim is the winner today. So we're all gonna pay up. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this adventure out of our normal neighborhood, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Say goodbye, everybody.
See you guys.
See you guys.